Hello, we are going to work on lesson 1-4, count on and count back to subtract. So here I have our number line 1 through 20, and we are going to start with the equation 12 minus 6. So how can counting on or counting back to subtract 12 minus 6 help you solve the equation? So let's start with our first one. We are going to count on. So that means that we are going to start at the lower number. So the lower number is 6. So we are going to start at 6. And we are going to count on to get to 12. So we're going to make little jumps on our number line. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we landed on our 12. And we jumped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So that means that 12 minus 6 equals 6. Now let's use the count backwards method. So to count backwards, we are always going to start with our highest number, the biggest number. So that is 12 in this situation. So we are going to start at 12, and we are going to count backwards. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to stop at 6 because that is our other add-in in our equation. So let's see how many times we jumped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 minus 6 equals 6. So you can either count on to figure out and solve your equation, or you can count backwards to figure out and solve the equation. So if you're going to count on, you're going to start with your smallest number. If you're going to count backwards, you're going to start with your biggest number. Let's go ahead and do another one. Our equation is 10 minus 5. I'm going to put that over there. 10 minus 5. So let's start with counting on first. So to count on, remember we need to start with our smallest number. And our smallest number in this equation is the 5. So we are going to count on to get to the 10. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we jumped 5 times. So that means that 10 minus 5 equals 5 because we jumped 5 times. But let's go ahead and count backwards. So to count backwards, you want to start with your highest number, which is our 10. So we're going to count backwards, and we're going to land on the 5 because that's what's our other add-in in the equation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. We're at 5. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we jumped 5 back. So that means 10 minus 5 equals 5. Let's go ahead and do another equation. I'm going to get these up here. Do I have one more? Yep, I got a couple more. All right. So let's do 14 minus 7. First, we are going to count on. So that means that you are going to start at the lowest number, and you are going to jump to the highest number, or the other add-in in your equation. So we are going to start at 7, and you are going to jump to 14. We are counting on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we jumped 7 spaces. So that means 14 minus 7 equals 7. Let's go ahead and do our counting backwards. So when we count backwards, we want to start with our biggest number, or our highest number, which is 14 in this equation. So we're going to start at 14, and we're going to jump back to 7 because that's our other add-in in our equation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we jumped 7 spaces. So that means 14 minus 7 equals 7. All right, our next equation is 11 minus 6. So to count on, we are going to start at 6, which is our lowest number. And we are going to count on to get to 11 because that's our other add-in in our equation. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we jumped 5 spaces, so that means 11 minus 6 equals 5. Let's go ahead and count backwards. To count backwards, you start with your biggest number or your largest, highest number, which is 11 in our situation. So we're going to start at 11 and count back to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that 11 minus 6 equals 5. And whatever way is easier for you guys, counting on or counting backwards, it really doesn't matter. Whatever way is easiest, that's the way that I would go with. So our next equation is 15 minus 8. So first we are going to count on. So we're going to start at our lowest number, which is 8, and we're going to count to our other add-in, which is 15. So here we go. We're at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just jumped 7 spaces, so we know that 15 minus 8 equals 7. Let's go ahead and count backwards now. To count backwards, we are going to start at 15 and count backwards to get to 8. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 15 minus 8 equals 7 because we jumped 7 times. I think we have one more. We can go one more. So our equation is 17 minus 9. So we are going to count on first. So we are going to start at 9 because 9 is our lowest number. And we are going to jump to the number 17 because that's our other add-in. So we're going to start at 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just jumped 8 times, so we know that 17 minus 9 equals 8. Let's go ahead and count backwards now. To count backwards, you start at your highest number or your biggest number, and that is 17 in this case. So we're going to start at 17 and jump back to 9, our other add-in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that 17 minus 9 equals 8 because we jumped 8 times. So either way, like I said before, if you think that counting on is easier for you, do that. If you think counting backwards is easier for you, do that. It is just another strategy to help you with subtracting. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you later.